now you've got your family cloths in there. You would do the exact same thing. It's got the soap. You would swish it around with a dedicated spoon for the family cloths. And that way your setup is just always there and you're not trying to find it. You can put it in place. It will make things easier for you in a more difficult time. We are so used to conveniences, and this is not exactly convenient, but it's not that hard to do. Your hardest part, as I was saying, is carrying your water, getting your water into the house and dealing with it, and when you're done with it, getting it out of the house. But don't forget to save the water, the gray water, for flushing toilets if you're on a gravity-fed septic. And the other part that is hard is anything bigger is wringing it out. Those are the two things that are hard. Hanging it isn't hard. Getting it washed is not hard, but wringing and the water are the two main things that people might have a harder time with. So then we've taken care of the smaller items. We're going to go to a larger item, and we're going to do a towel. So we're going to just say this is, and it is, a clean towel, and this is the final rinse. So we have more than one type of plunger. This plunger came in that little box over there. It came in 3 pieces, no, 4. And I put it together, but it is very sturdy. I had my doubts, but it is very sturdy. It has in the bottom things for helping to clean your laundry. So you just plunge. Of course, you wouldn't have your laundry up this high unless you wanted it this high, but for demonstration purposes, I have it up on a table. And you plunge the water, and this will get the soap out of your clothing. This would be the major laundry task for the week. This would be your jeans, your shirts, blankets if they needed to be done, anything like that, towels. So you would plunge, get the soap out, and there are more than just this type of laundry plunger. This is based on an antique type laundry plunger, and I think it's very appealing. And there are antique ones out there if you run across them in the antique stores. So this one also is an excellent option. So we have done our plunging. And so to bring this up, see how heavy it is? This is going to take a lot of strength. You can twist, you can do that, but when you have a whole load of laundry to do, that is very tiring. So what you can do is, if you don't have one of these, you can wrap this around. And what I saw is, it was a pole similar to a tetherball pole. You wrap it around, and so I need my volunteer, Andrew. So can you hold the towel like this? Oh, there you go. So then you put it around, it's like a tetherball, and then you just twist. And you keep twisting. It's not fast, but it's easier on your hands. You can do this with jeans. You do it with anything. Blankets are very hard to do, but you just keep twisting till it's to where you can hang it up. And see? I could have kept going, and more would have come out, but you get the idea. So I'm going to put it back in the water because there's one more way to wring out clothing. And this is something that if you can get something like it's a wringer. This is a awesome example of the old wringers, but they have new wringers. And they will save your hands and your arms, because when you're off grid you are the machine. Unless you have something to help you, you are the machine. This is harder than we've ever had to work before physically. We just haven't had to. And so it's nothing wrong with it, but that is our situation. So we're going to demonstrate how to use this wringer. I'm going to tell you, this is the clean water, but we're going to pretend this is the, that this was the soapy water, and this is washed, and we wring it through. This is the final rinse. This is the rinse water. So you have to run it back through, because you don't put the soapy, wet towel into your clean rinse water. You wring it out. So this is the soapy one. We plunged it. We've put it through. All the soapy water has gone back into the wash tub. The now wrung dry, a towel comes and goes into the rinse water. We have now rinsed it. We're going to run it back through. But on this side, when you do the final run through, you're going to want a board of some type to go over your container. Now this is just something that we had, but you would have something that would cover it so that when you put it back through, it doesn't go back into your soapy water. And then you would have to do it all again. It just saves you time, which when you're doing laundry this way, it takes a lot of time. So Andrew, if you can come up and show us how the wringer works. Can we go that way?
Yep.
All right, so what do we...
Start with the corner, and so it's not doubled up as much as possible.
Okay. I have not used this one. This is not mine. And you feed it. So the larger items... So if I had the board here, see how it's going in? If I had the board here, it would keep it from going in to the soapy water. So that's why a board would be there. Hold on. Well, okay. And there we go. So then if you have to, do it a second time. And then we won't, just for the demonstration purposes, but if you have to, you would do it a second time. And you see where the board being there would help the clean clothes go over the soapy water. But any water that goes into there is fine because it's clean going into the soapy water. You don't want it the opposite way, the soapy water going into your clean water.
To be aware of new videos like this one, be sure to subscribe to the Preparing for the Time of Trouble channel. For more free videos and downloadable audio podcasts, as well as handouts, go to www.preparingforthetimeoftrouble.com. Topic categories include recordings of live seminar presentations, country living, sustainable gardening, homestead remedies, how to be self-sufficient when the grid goes down, wild edible and medicinal plants, hydrotherapy, and end-time Bible prophecies. To take advantage of these free resources, go to preparingforthetimeoftrouble.com.